Hey guys, back again with a few tips for you. Hopefully you found Gary Garner's, or hook up with Gary, very informative. We've got our next expert here, Dave Lewis from Weightcheck. How are you? But we've got a name for you, mate. A weight off my mind.
Love your work, Scotty. Love your work.
But also very, very important, this part, Weightcheck. I guess firstly explain what is Weightcheck.
Okay, Scotty, so Weightcheck I started 3 years ago. The concept came out of an overweight caravan I had myself, which the only way you can find that out was go to a public weighbridge. So I decided to set up a business where we took the weighbridge to the customer. So we come along to your place, weigh your car and your caravan on site at home. If you go to a public weighbridge, all you get is a piece of paper with 3 numbers on it. What we do is we took it a step further. We give you a 3-page report. We sit down with you once we've done all the weighing, go over all those weights, explain what all the acronyms are, and then check all the weights of the car and the caravan.
So I guess, Dave, it can be daunting, as you said. People go to a weighbridge, you're given a piece of paper and you may not interpret it properly. That's what you're here for, especially folks that are getting into caravanning for the first time. You may not do a lot of it. You have to have a good understanding, so this makes it very easy.
That's right, Scotty, and if you look at these 2 vehicles here, there's 6 weight compliances here. 3 for the car, 3 for the caravan. Wow. So we need to make sure that we're under each one of those weight compliances. The reason that being is that this car is built to maintain, carry a certain weight. This caravan's towed behind it. We're going to make sure that the car and caravan cooperate under the weight we've got in there.
Wow. So let's talk statistics, because the last thing we want is for our van owners or RV owners to be worried about the weight. The only thing you should be worried about is where you're getting to and when your next cold beverage is. So you can take that worry away. Tell us about statistics.
Yeah, that's right, Scotty. So we've done around about 1,300 weighs now in 3 years. Some interesting statistics in that first 12 months. Every caravan I weighed, out of all those caravans I weighed, around about 60% of them were overweight. The number of cars overweight was less than 20%. However, in the last 12 months, this financial year, the number of cars overweight's gone up to about 35%. The number of caravans got overweight is a lot less now. It's under 40%. So I guess the message getting out there about caravans being overweight is there, but we've got to be mindful that we don't exceed the car weight as well.
And I guess that comes down to then travelling on the road, what speed you can do. If you're confident that your weights are right, it eases the mind.
It is.
Travel-wise. So let's talk about weight in a caravan. I know people talk about, where do I put the extra shoes if I'm taking the lovely cheese and kisses, or the couple of beers, or it needs to be done properly.
Yeah, that's right. So with the caravan, we've got 3 different weight compliances. First of all, we've got the weight that's imposed on the tow ball. The next is the weight that's imposed on the wheels or axles. And then the last weight is the addition of both those. So we're looking at the aggregate trailer mass, which is the total weight of the fully loaded van. Obviously, you've got to make sure that that tow ball mass doesn't exceed what the car's allowed to have on it.
Good point.
And the axles are actually underneath what they're allowed to take. So all those different compliances have to be met with the caravan.
Okay.
Car-wise?
Let's talk about the car,
Yep, same thing. 3 compliances there. We've got a towing capacity, the brake towing capacity. So this car, for instance, can tow 3.5 tonne. The car can actually weigh 3,080 kilos. So we've got to make sure that when you and I get in it, and that esky in the back with the beer and the canoe on the top, and
lemonade for me, thanks. But
all the fishing gear, we're going to make sure that we're under that weight.
Yeah, wow.
The interesting thing with that car, though, as soon as we put the caravan on the back, that tow ball weight now becomes part of the car weight.
Okay.
And the last one with the car is the combined mass of 2. So that car, for instance, has a combined mass of 6,000 kilos. So when we go to your place and weigh this caravan and weigh that car, we've got to make sure that they don't exceed 6,000 kilos.
And I guess too, Dave, if you're going to people's places, one-on-one contact. Got any questions, we can ask you while you're there.
That's it. And one of the main things I do is I sit down with people afterwards, usually with a husband and wife, and I say, you both need to understand exactly what I'm talking about here. If at some stage you don't, then stop me and let's explain that weight to you and where it should be.
Wow, Dave. And we're going to call him Wally Lewis. That's his nickname, Wally. But if you've got any questions, leave them in the comments below, or even better, jump onto the caravanqle.com.au website. There's a full list of members there, and they are just waiting and willing to help you. Stay safe, be good, see you on the road.